and address her class. Tesha?
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to my attention that due to an aerosol strain of E. coli being released into the building, graduation is canceled and will be rescheduled for a later date. Just kidding. The day has come, and it is truly something to celebrate. I want to take this time to thank our family, friends, colleagues, faculty, patients, and the administration for being here today to celebrate with us. And I'd also like to thank the 3 people who paid me in advance to mention them by name: Koa Yamashita, Will Mara, and Dean Maruka. During our beach trip first year, Dean Clinton told us that we would not be the same people at the end of these 4 years that we were then. That is true. We have so much more knowledge now than we did 4 years ago. This was a journey filled with countless hours. Wait, was it countless? Well, lucky for all of you, I took the time, a lot of time, to personally figure out just how many hours we spent learning and doing dentistry during these last few years. We started off first year in anatomy and spent approximately 168 hours in lab. That's a lot of time to smell like formaldehyde. You spun your locker combo 12,600 times, sat through 1,100 lectures for a grand total of 1,750 lecture hours, and that's 212 hours for power naps included. And coincidentally, the total number of hours spent in our preclinical lab our second year, 666 hours. There were no less than 8 practical jokes pulled by our classmates, whether it was the time that someone changed all the clocks in preclinical lab so that it ended a half an hour earlier than it should have, or the time when we all synced our cell phones to go off at exactly the same time during Dr. Benninger's lecture. There were 85 references to pirates by Dr. Carlasio, either in class or in various emails, and 21 references to The Bachelorette. You studied at least 1,400 hours, not including the 168 hours devoted to studying for boards, and you have read approximately 61,200,000 words, some of which probably came from David Miller's mini study guides. All that studying to prepare for approximately 200 written exams, filling in 10,250 Scantron bubbles. You've taken over 500 x-rays, and waited about 500 hours to take those x-rays. And then then you've obtained 165 faculty signatures, and waited 100 hours to get those signatures. Then we got down to clinic, and we met Axiom, where you received approximately 600 swipes with a card, and then subsequently 20 chart audits from Tammy telling you that you needed to fix something and have it reswiped. Then you went home, where you may have read as many as 18,300 OHSU-related emails, 15,000 of which were devoted to selling or buying futons. I'm not including the number of gray hairs grown or hair follicles lost. Neither have I taken into account the pages we've read, the tears we've shed, classmates who've wed, or new babies that have been bred. In our final 2 years in dental school, as a class, we completed approximately 4,824 fillings, prepped and delivered 1,296 new crowns, got sore wrists from completing 1,152 scaling and root planings. 360 patients got new dentures to smile with, and 1,296 hours were devoted to completing 288 root canals, and that's not including the 576 hours devoted for setting up and tearing down for those root canals. Some of you who are in the audience may be wondering, why put yourself through the rigors of dental school? And I'm here to tell you, it's because of all the people that you were able to take out of pain, the smiles you were able to brighten, or simply giving people a reason to smile again. All of this accomplished in just 4 years. Our classmate Brittany Bartenstein once said that dental school is like a marathon, but it's a marathon where it feels like you're sprinting the whole way. And now we're here. We've crossed that finish line. When we book a flight and it asks for our name or suffix, we get to click on that drop-down button and select doctor. Look around you. Look at your classmates. These are some of the finest, smartest, hardest working people that I know. From the beginning, our class has had the reputation of being one of the most cohesive classes to come to OHSU. Our class naturally seemed to gravitate to the idea of working together, helping each other out, and looking out for the interests of those who were going to come after us. Whether it was tackling curriculum problems or even dealing with the cancellation and subsequent rescheduling of our board exams, we have always worked together and found solutions. Our 4th year was one of the first years that several of you were asked to become student TAs, and I think this is largely because our faculty recognized not only our class's talent for dentistry, but our desire to help others. And our classes had so much fun. We annually organized our own ugly sweater Christmas parties, end-of-the-year barbecues, and kickball tournaments. We won intramural leagues and were even bridesmaids and groomsmen in each other's weddings. If I could offer one piece of advice, it is to take the spirit of community that we as a class have created, and take it out to your residencies, the places where you work, or wherever you go. Our class is special. There will never be another class like ours. And we never could have done it or could have persevered without the support of our families, our friends, faculty, and of course, our patients. I'm so proud to have gone through this journey with all of you. And I'm proud to say these words. Congratulations, doctors. We did it.
Next, it is my pleasure to introduce our Dean.